Hello and welcome everyone. Today we are going to be modding the Qanba Drone 2. It is super easy, just like modding the Qanba Drone 1 and modding the Mayflash arcade sticks. So without further ado, let me show you how to do it. To modify the Qanba Drone is very easy. You're just going to need a few simple things. First, you want a button of your choice. In this case, we're using Sanwa, a flathead screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver, a lever of your choice. In this case, we're using a Sanwa JLF. And usually when you buy a lever, it usually comes with a extra cable. This is a 5-pin cable to connect your arcade stick to your lever or connect anything you may be using to your arcade stick. But in this video, we're not going to be using this cable because it's a lot of hassle, because this cable requires soldering. You will need a soldering iron and a few things, and you will need to know where to solder and things like that. It will be a lot of hassle. So in this video, we are going to just use a 5-pin adapter cable. One end goes into the arcade stick and one end goes into your lever. To open up the arcade stick, you want to flip it over and there is a cover. You want to turn it to the left and then you will see a place where you can put the flathead screwdriver. Place the flathead screwdriver on the bottom and then to hold it in place, and then you want to turn. There we go. Alright, so you want to take off the ball top, the shaft cover, and then you want to take off the dust cover. Now let's remove the back cover. I usually put something on the back to give it some support. Now let's flip this guy over and open it up. You want to open it gently because usually there are some stuff connected from the top to the bottom. You don't want to pull anything and damage anything. So something like this. Now we're going to remove the lever. You're going to need the Phillips screwdriver to remove the 4 screws. After removing all the screws, now we can also unplug the 5-pin cable from the PCB. Now let's install the Sanwa JLF and place it down here and make sure the pins are facing the right. And you're going to realize, how are we going to connect the 5-pin to the PCB? Because the original cable or the connector from the PCB to the lever is not going to work for the Sanwa because the Sanwa uses a 5-pin cable and there is no 5-pin cable coming out. This is where the cable that comes with your lever comes in. So the cable that comes with your lever, the 5-pin would go here, and then you would install it like here, and these 5 cables would connect here, but you need to solder it, but it's a lot of work. So we're not going to use this cable. We're going to be using an adapter cable, this one. This is a 5-pin adapter cable. I'm going to list it in the description below. The same thing as the Drone 1. The Drone 1 also does not have a 5-pin cable coming out for a 5-pin connection. The Drone 1 also uses this. So the Drone 2 is actually not a plug and play for the lever. It is plug and play for the button, but not for the lever. Another point off for the Drone 2, because an arcade stick at this price should either include a adapter cable or include a 5-pin cable solder to the PCB coming out for an easy plug and play. So for that reason, we'll be relying on the 5-pin adapter cable. The ends doesn't matter, it can go into any direction. You want to take one end and you see the 2 raised plastics here. You want to have it face down and then plug it into your favorite lever with a 5-pin connection. And the other side, you want to plug it in here where the original cable came out. And this one, you can only plug it in one way, so you can't get it wrong. Alright, so this is how it's going to look once you install it. But we're not going to secure it first. I want to show you if this Drone 2 will fit other levers. As we all know, when it comes to joystick levers, everyone have their own personal preference. So I'm going to show you that how other joystick levers fit into the Drone 2, and we know for sure the Sanwa JLF will fit the Drone 2. Now let's go with the next one. This is the Hori Hayabusa, and let's see if it fits. It's a little bit tight, but if you adjust it, it will fit. Yes, the Hori Hayabusa will fit. And next, let's go with, this is the LS32 Semisu. The Semisu has quite a big PCB on the bottom. So this one does not fit. So yeah, you cannot bend the plastics on here or the PCB here. So this model of Semisu, the LS32, will not fit. And now let's try, this is the Crown 309 MJ DX with a short top. All right, they call it the neck, I believe. And let's see, it's a bit tight, but you may have to adjust the pins so it will fit, but you just have to kind of maybe bend the pins a little bit and adjust. And I did try to put the cover on. It's just enough space, so you don't want anything higher than this. This is made for Japanese casing. There are more Korean levers that has a higher neck, so those won't fit. This one would be okay. 309 MJ DX. All right, now let's try the knee lever. The knee lever has a flat neck, so let's see. All right, it's a bit tight. As you can see, when you put it on, the screw, the hose doesn't align properly. You may have to like also adjust these pins and maybe bend them a little bit, and then they should fit. But I would say yes also for the knee lever. All right, so now let's finally put the Qanba JLF back on. Now let's remove the buttons. These are easy plug and play cables. You can just squeeze them or wiggle them. They should come out pretty easy. If they're hard to come off, use a flathead screwdriver and slowly pry them, because you don't want to pull too hard. Because sometimes if you pull too hard, the metal comes off, okay? So be gentle. These cables sometimes are fragile, all right? And with the button, you can just turn them to a good spot so you have more room. And then you can just squeeze the sides and they should come out. Squeeze and just gently push and the button comes out like that. And then we take our JLF and just pop it right in. Very easy. All right, and then you want to just plug this back in, and that's it. Very easy. So once you're happy with everything, you want to gently just put the cover back on top and just make sure it aligns properly, no cables gets caught and things like that. And also check for the bottom. Sometimes the bottom gets caught. So it looks good. So now we just put the screws back on and we're good to go. So we leave this open for now. We flip it over. You put the shaft cover back on, the dust washer back on, and then you want to put the ball top back on. Because it's not tight right now, you want to take your flathead screwdriver and repeat the same thing and hold it right here. And then you kind of just want to like twist, and there we go. And also one last thing, all right, don't forget to put the cap back on. Ta-da! And there we go. We have successfully mounted the Qanba Drone 2. All right, we switched the lever and the button to Qanba. So as you can see, left, right, up, down, works. And this is the reset button that I set to. So I didn't do 8 buttons because I didn't want you to watch me doing all 8 buttons. You know, that would be boring. So I just did 1. So as you can see, everything works. And as you know, I always want to show you something interesting in my video. In this video, I want to show you Wolverine's infinite combo in X-Men vs Street Fighter. It's super easy, but first I have to tell you the button layout, all right? So it's light, medium, heavy, punch. Light, medium, heavy, kick, all right? So I go by number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6, okay? Because the combos goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For example, right, when you launch someone, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's usually how it works in air combos. So, first part, you want to launch, okay? Launching is heavy kick. You can just straight up launch, okay? Or you can just do 1, 2, 3, launch. Or you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, launch. Or you can do like launch however you want. The first part, you just want to launch anyone. Once you're in the air, you want to, let's say, hold on. 1, 2, 3. After 1, 2, 3, you want to down 4, okay? Dive kick, and then heavy kick instantly, okay? Like that. Down 4 and then 6, okay? Like that. So once you're in the air, is 1, 2, 3, down 4, and then 6. It looks like this. Like this, okay? Once you come down after you hit heavy kick, you just want to hold up You just want to hold up, and then 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. So it's gonna look like this. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. There we go. So as you can see, it was very simple. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. As always, like, comment, subscribe. It's always helpful for a small channel. Thank you for watching.